Hey fam, if you want to know how I knew that my husband was the one for me, today I'm going to share you 5 tips on how I knew. So let's go. So number 1 is that Dominique was consistent, you guys. He was consistent from the beginning, from our very first date, okay? He was a man of his word, he was sacrificing his time, and he was there for me. I honestly felt like I was a priority even when I was living outside of the country, because he actually switched over to WhatsApp, which is a different platform for texting and messaging, and he did that for me. It was so special. So if you have a man out there that's ghosting you, isn't texting you, he's not reciprocating the same, he's not reciprocating what you're reciprocating back to him, y'all, then that's not a good sign. And for me, when Dominique was communicating with me consistently, I was like, wow, he really likes me. Here's even a tip that someone told me. A woman told me, Joy, do not fall in love with a man until he clearly is showing you that he likes you, until he tells you that he actually likes you. And that's what Dominique did. And I was like, okay, he's texting me back fast, I'm texting him back fast, and this is a mutual agreement that we like each other. So hey, let's go. So consistency is key, ladies. Number 2, this is 4, but number 2 would be that Dominique was very patient, and he was kind, and he cared for me in ways that I have not been cared for before. And that's something that really stood out to me, because there were moments, y'all, when I was just acting out, moments where past things that have happened to me in other relationships and things that happened to my father, I was projecting my feelings and things like that on Dominique. But y'all, he was so patient, he was so kind. And even in my quiet time with the Lord, when I was coming to the Lord just with those things and things I was going through, God told me, that, hey, this man that you're dating has the fruits of the Spirit. He is a patient man, okay? He would listen to me, he would correct me, he would pray with me. And to me, I was like, okay, this guy's legit. Like, he's not just leaving me because I made a mistake. And for me, that was humongous, because I had some abandonment issues. And I'm like, wow, he did not leave me. He was patient with me. And to me, that stood out amongst it all. Number 3, fam, would be that Dominique was the complete opposite of me. I guess it's true when people say that opposites do attract, because my personality is very extroverted. I don't mind being the center of attention. And for Dominique, he's really chill, relaxed, confident in who he is. And in the beginning, I was like, what? He's so opposite of me. This is so weird. I don't understand. He's not like me. But a lot of times we think we know what we want in a man or what we want in a spouse, but honestly, God truly knows what we need. Because if I had somebody that was just like me and I would come home to him, I would be tired, y'all, and I would be annoyed. But with my husband now, I'm able to just relax around him and truly be myself. Not saying I'm not myself around other people, but I'm just able to relax and, be in love. And I absolutely love how my husband is the opposite of me, because God knew exactly what I needed, and it was not another me. Number 4 would be that Dominique, he apologized. He took accountability for things that were wrong. And it shocked me when we first got into our disagreement and we were talking through it with the problem with each other over the phone. And then he genuinely said, hey, I'm sorry that I did this. I'm sorry that it made you feel this, and I apologize. Y'all, I was shocked. I was like, wow. And honestly, it really humbled me in our relationship, because I was like, man, I need to own up for things that I said and I did. And he really was just the leader in that. And it inspired me to apologize more. For him just to take accountability like that, that was a humongous green flag that, he cares about me, he cares about this relationship, and he's able to be accountable for things that he did wrong, which is humongous inside of a person. So to me, that truly stood out. Lastly, but definitely not least, is number 5. Dominique did not tickle my ears. He did not tell me every single thing that I wanted to hear. I always say this about our relationship, is that this was definitely the most sobering relationship that I was ever in, because he wasn't telling me things that I wanted to hear. You're the most beautiful thing on the earth, and oh man, I don't know, y'all, whatever you like to hear and whatever you know that you like to hear, okay? Dominic did not do that. I mean, of course he told me I was beautiful and whatnot, but he was just his authentic self. And even though that was very frustrating in the beginning, because I'm so used to people putting on a show or doing something to try to impress me, it was definitely worth it in the end. And something that I love about him is that he's always authentic to himself and confident in who God created him to be. And even on our very first day, after he left, my dad was like, wow, I mean, he wasn't trying to be nobody. I mean, he was just himself around the house. You know, normally people be like, oh, trying to press the dad, you know. I mean, he was just himself, okay? So to me, that truly stood out, because he wasn't just trying to tell me things so that I can marry him, okay? He was telling me truthful things. He was being honest and being authentic, and that's what matters. One more thing that I wanted to share is that the timing just seemed right. Everything just flowed. It just seemed like it was the right time to get married, and that I was in the right season. I was in the right headspace to get a husband. I mean, and to get married. So it just flowed, and I'm so happy that I went with the flow and didn't go against the current, you know, that was pushing me. But anywho, I hope this video brought some value to you, because you guys are valuable to me. I would love, love, love if you would follow me on this journey. You can follow me on Instagram at Journeying with Joy. You can subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and I actually would even love to hear from any of you guys, men and ladies, how you knew your husband was the one for you down below in the comments, okay? See y'all next Friday.